Everyone, fasten your seatbelts. Today we are not just learning a technology, okay? We are stepping into the future. The future is going to be generative AI. Maybe right, so the advanced version of new or advanced large language models comes into picture at the later point in time. Now itself they call it as a very large language model, VLLM. VLLM. Can you please go on mute, guys? Your voice. Can you go on mute? Okay, guys, everyone is on mute. Okay. So you're not just learning a technology today, right? We are stepping into the future, guys. Okay. So the world you are about to see in the next 60 minutes, right, is the world where machines don't just calculate, they imagine, they create, they design, and they collaborate with us. Okay. Welcome to Generative AI, guys. The more transformative force of our decade. Okay. It's a game changer, real game changer. We never ever thought, right? You dreamt, even during college time, school time. Hey, someone is going to write the programming script for me. Okay, even I studied in, computer science, BE and all the things, right? So that time we used to spend a lot of time in the textbook, C language, C++ language, right? And the programming, right? So we need to understand the data structure, everything. That itself took longer time. Whatever the contents were there in the textbook, we had to go through only on that. Probably for reference you can get, we were able to get some books. We used to buy some other books, C related books. Okay, and then that's all. We are limited with only books. Now you have tons of study materials are available on the internet. Chat GPT, Cloudy, and Gemini. If you go there, if you ask any questions, right, it explains like how your 10th standard students can understand. Okay, so it made the Chat GPT, right, LLM models really made our life pretty simple. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, now what we'll do is, right, in today's session, what we will do is we'll start with understanding what exactly GenAI is all about. What is GenAI? Why GenAI? How it is different from machine learning. So machine learning, you guys must be knowing it, right? So machine learning is right? We need to feed the data, input and output data. So in that case, it generates, it gives us, it understands the pattern, and based on the pattern, it learned from the input and output data, whatever we fed to the model. If you apply the model on the any unseen or new data, it makes a prediction. Basically, that helps us to do classification or prediction, or predicting the ROI, return on investment. In the case of regression problem, classification problem, these are things you can solve it with them. Now, the generative AI is there everywhere, right? So from Google to Netflix to hospitals and banks, right? They started investing billions into this generative AI. Why they are investing billions? Because generative is a creative multiplier. It saves a lot of time. Okay. So for example, you want to do some manual task, manually you want to, perform or compare, 10 region sales performance, everything. And you need to use some tools, Power BI or some other, visualization tool, and you need to write the DAX code or probably SQL query. But DAX query also has limitations. You to overcome that, you need to write, the complex SQL queries, everything. Now you don't have that idea. Simple. Upload all the Excel files or whatever the source files you have it to the LLM. It makes the analysis. It performs the analysis, and it gives us what the the insights that we needed. It gives us. And end of the day, it depends on how well your prompt is written. If your prompt is written very nicely, based on which it can give you the apt answer Apt answer. Okay. And yeah, so even a human, whatever, we cannot think about it, right? It does the analysis, outside the human brain. Okay, outside the human brain, whatever we can't, whatever even we can't think about it, right? It can think in that aspect, and it can give us the insights. Okay. So that's how, right, the generative AI made our life simple. Not only it made our life simple, and organizations now they are able to cut costs with the help of Gen AI. They don't need multiple staffs to do the same job, right? And also reliability, the reliability in terms of reports or any accuracy, right? If you want to see it with LLM, the accuracy is really good. And again, time to market is very critical. You take any business, time to critical is very important. Okay, any slight delay can also what leads to a major loss in the business. Even in the case of healthcare, right? If the doctor could not make the decisions in swiftly, or the patient will die. Correct? There are situations the doctor also make the right decision at the right time in a matter of jiffy, right? Okay. So yeah, so what, right? So generative is a creative multiplier. It can do in seconds what used to take humans hours or days. Correct? That is another thing you need to remember. So you the with the help of generative, what are the things that I can do? So it can write, for example, Amazon, right? Product descriptions. So you might be asking why in the Amazon website I should write product descriptions. You know very well in Amazon, lots of sellers are posting their product. Amazon, what it does is, right, they have some internal policies. For example, I'm owning the Amazon, right, e-commerce website, and I allow multiple sellers to come in by, for example, Preeti, Deepthi, right? You can also become a seller. Once you sign up with Amazon, they will give you a separate login for you. You can post your images and you can, specify the price of your product. Once the customer make a purchase, you need to ship it to the customer. Okay. Again, shipping also, drop shipping, different modes are there. But at an high level, at the 10,000 feet height, if you see here, the sellers, they are posting their products, and for each product, they specify the price, everything. And then what happens is when the buyer, they go and say, they will see, right, which product is good, what are the product they needed. They go and order it based on the pricing also. They'll see different seller here. This seller price is much cheaper. I'm going to order it. The seller has to, the seller has to ship the products ordered by the customer. Very simple. Okay, it's a very simple thing. Why do I need to talk about this? Oh, this is where the real challenge is there. Okay, you are, let's say, Deepthi, you are a seller in Amazon, and Ramesh, you are also a seller in Amazon. So what Amazon says is, hey guys, you can come and sell your products. Fine, but make sure that you are uploading the images with the good quality. Okay, good quality with high HD images, right? High density images, and with good quality of images. And again, they give the specification, the image height and the width should be like this, and the product descriptions, you need to put it this way. Okay, everything, they have their internal policies. Right, just because I became a seller of Amazon, I cannot put whatever the image that I needed, right? So you need to stick to the specification given by the Amazon accordingly. So let's I am a seller and I'm selling almost 50 products. So each product I have to go and follow whatever the standards they prescribed, right, by Amazon. I need to follow. The image size should be like this, and then this is the product description. I need to put it there as part of product description. These are the content should be there, right? I need to check in everything. End of the day, I'll be spending hours and hours of time in terms of putting together the product descriptions and the images, everything, right? Now with ChatGPT or the GenAI, it makes your life very, very simple. It can write the product descriptions on your behalf, right? And next one is it can draft even the legal contracts, and design marketing campaigns. I'm a marketing manager. Okay, so what kind of this campaign that I can plan it in which location, or you can personalize your education also. Personalize education, all at a scale. Okay, all at scale. Everything can do it at scale. Whatever the number of products, and it's not like that only one product. It's 100 products, 1,000 products, 10,000 products. Whatever the number of products that you want the LLM to generate the descriptions, it generates in a pretty fast manner. Okay, it saves a lot of time, right? You just think about it, right? We now have machines that can do brainstorming, visualize, and communicate like humans. If the machine itself can do this, what is going to happen? It is freeing us up to do strategic or emotional work that AI cannot, right? So, okay. Okay, let's take a quick look at the use cases. Okay. In the case of retail and e-commerce, right? We must have noticed, right? Personalized product recommendations. I go and buy mobile phone. So along with the mobile phone, right? I just want to buy, I want to buy a mobile phone. I just go and browse it in the Amazon. While I browse it in the Amazon website, and it recommends us, right? It gives us some recommendation also. Instead of buying this phone, right? Because your customers, those viewed this mobile phone, also viewed so and so mobile phone. In addition, it gives us, hey, these are the accessories also bought by the customers when they bought this product. Right? It gives us the personalized product recommendation. And also it gives us creative ad copies on your favorite shopping app, right? So Jenny writes everything. Thousands and thousands and thousands. It can write it in a matter of minutes. And even it designs the banner images automatically, guys. Okay. When it comes to healthcare, in the case of healthcare, how it is helpful. So doctors are now started using GenAI. Why they are using? Anybody has any idea? To summarize medical reports, right? And discharge notes, draft discharge notes, right? Discharge. Once the patient recovered from the illness or surgery or something, right? So before sending the patient out, right? They give them the discharge note. Say this patient got admitted for so and so reason, and these are the medications we have given and administered the patient. And when we gave something, right, the patient experienced discomfort. To administer that adverse event, we have given another, thing, right? So that's how, right, the discharge notes, everything it prepares, prepared by Jenny. It's pretty fast, right? And even in the case of healthcare, right, discover new drug molecules. Discover new drug molecules. Okay, these are the areas it plays really a vital role. It's like having a medical research assistant working 24/7. Correct? Second. And similarly, in the case of insurance and automotive, if you see automotive, right? Automotive. Right. So, for example, right, let's assume that an AI, right, that can look at accident photos and instantly helps us to estimate the repair cost or detect fraud. So that that's happening today, right? So a lot of false claims are made by the customers. Correct? So in that case, whether the claim filed by the customer is really genuine or not. Right. So all you need to just upload your images, accident, and let's say your vehicle met with an accident. Whichever portion of your vehicle got damaged, take the pic of that and then upload it. So it can tell the estimated repair cost. And also it can tell whether it's a fraudulent thing or not, like that. Okay. And when it comes to education, students are using ChatGPT to learn faster, explaining tough concepts, right, to solving math problems, right? So teachers are even teachers are using it to personalize lesson plans and so on. Okay. And what else? And you have creative industries, guys. Even in creative industries, it plays a crucial role. Creative industries. Creative industries. So the designers, right? The designers, they are generating movie posters. Okay, the movie before releasing the movie, pre-launch, right? So they wanted to generate some movie posters. Everything is possible with the Genie and game scenes, digital art using tools like digital art tools like Midjourney. How many of you heard about Midjourney? Text to image can convert it. Midjourney and DALI or Leonardo AI. Okay, these are the tools are really helpful in the case of creative industries. For example, I want to create an image. All I have to do is just type the text, what image that I needed, right? What content should be there in the image, and that you can specify in the text. It automatically generates the image based on the text that you keyed in there. So that is possible in Midjourney, DALL-E, Leonardo AI, and even musicians. How many of you heard about this? Musicians, right? So musicians, they use tools like Suno AI. How many of you use this one? Yeah, if you have not yet used, please, give it a time, give it a try. Okay, UDO to compose background noises. Sorry, background scores. Okay, and importantly, guys, software development. Okay, tools like how many of you tried GitHub Copilot? GitHub Copilot. Copilot. So this is the one help the developers to write entire script or entire functionalities or entire functions, debug code, and generate documentation and so on. Just from a single comment, guys. If you want to write a script, right? For example, you upload your company Excel data in the, let's say you have the marketing data available in Excel file or sales data is available in Excel file for the last 1 month. You upload it in the GenAI and you can ask him to, answer your business questions. So I just wanted to know what are the total revenue, net revenue, gross revenue, and net profit, gross profit by Q1 and Q2 and Q3 by regions, by product categories. Fat. It generates everything, right? It gives you the on top, right? It gives you the summary also. Okay, and summary, everything it gives you. Okay, so to sum it up, you have seen what is GenAI, right? So GenAI is something like it creates a content. Unlike the conventional AI, GenAI, as the name says, it generates or create new content. It not just analyze it, right? It generates the new content. So why generative AI is required? Because it is faster, creative, and massively scalable. Because it has been trained on billions and billions of data, right, across the internet, the entire internet data. We used it, the right, the what do you say, the companies, right, OpenAI and all these guys, right? So they have took the entire internet data and they trained their model, right? So hence what happens is you can ask any questions, and you can also ask, the chat GPT to generate an image. For example, look here, a patient has some problem. Okay, I just show you another example. Probably you might have tried all these things, right? So you might be knowing all the things, and again, those of you are not aware, right? For example, X-ray contain lung infection image. Pneumonia is there, right? I just download this image. For example, let's somebody in our relative side, they developed this problem. After you took him to hospital, and when you took the X-ray, the image appears like this. Correct? This is what the image. Now what I do is I just go to Chat GPT, and then I just drag and drop this one here. So please let me know your findings. Your findings attached. That's it. Let's wait for some time. Let's see what he says. Purely based on visual appearance, not a medical diagnosis. Okay, he gives us the disclaimer, and the arrows are pointing to patchy white opaque areas in the right line, left side of the line image. It look like infiltrates or concern which commonly indicate infection such as a pneumonia. Look here, guys. Pneumonia, inflammation, fluid-filled alveoli. This very, very tiny thing, right? It looks like grapes. See, what this patent typically suggests, lobular pneumonia, viral fever, or something. Look here, man. Gives us hell lot of information. All we did was just, uploaded someone's, the X-ray image. But it tells all the things here. So I can explain the radiology patterns in simple terms. If you want to upload your full medical report or doctor's comments, I can interpret it for you. Look here, everything it tells me. Okay. It is faster and creative, and it generated this one, generated the new content. Okay, we did not show any, we just, uploaded the input data. That's all. Output we did not show, like in the case of machine learning model, right? So it's a pre-trained model, LLM models. Generative AI, yes. Nothing but in the case of ChatGPT, right? It uses a large language model called GPT. And again, if you see a GPT 5.1 is the latest one. And legacy models, if you click on it, 5 instant thinking and GPT 4o is also there. Even GPT 3.5 is there. If you wanted to use the Chat GPT in your application, you need to go and buy the API key. You have something called platform.api. Anyhow, we will see that later point in time. Anyhow, platform.openai.com API keys. Not only this one, Cloudy also, you can go and buy their API keys, and you can use in your application. Look here, once you log in here on the left side, you can see something like create API key, you can create it. Once you have the API key in your hand, that you can use it in your program. Okay, and then what you do, right? So let's say in your program, you want to classify the given emails are falling into a refund category, or are they falling into the replacement category. Product replacement is different from product refund, correct? For example, I ordered a product in Amazon, but they shipped the product, but wrongly, right? They shipped the product which I did not order it. I ordered a red color shirt, but they delivered a blue color shirt. So in that case, I say, hey, I don't need a refund. Instead, you replace this product. You wrongly shipped let's say you shipped the wrong item. Replacement. So in that email, right, I'm going to send an email to Amazon. Like me, had thousands of people are sending an email to Amazon. It is a time-taking process for Amazon to understand which email is related to which category or something like that. That's where, right, that this is one of the use cases. What you can do is, you can pre-process your email content and then pass it to the LLM. It makes your life simple as an enterprise, and then it classifies each and every email. Hey, this email is related to replacement. Hey, this email is related to refund. Hey, this email is related to information. They need some additional information. That's all. They're not looking for refund or replacement. Got it? So the LLM simplifies our job irrespective of the number of paragraphs are there in each email. It tells us in one liner, hey, this is related to replacement. This email is related to what? Refund. Hey, this email is not these two categories. They want to just know the information. That's all. Correct? It makes our life okay. Now the question is okay. LLM is classifying which email belong to what category in one liner. Fine. Can't I do it with the typical machine learning model? So you just imagine, right? Let's say you are getting per month, right, 1 million emails. Take, for example, the case of Amazon. You take all the, 10 months email, train your new model, right? And then give the input features and output features and do the feature engineering, feature selection, and then you train the model, do the model selection. So many steps are there. Here you don't have that headache. Simply throw the data and then, but you need to make sure that you are writing the correct prompt. Prompt engineering is one of the important topics in Gen AI. Something like if you give garbage, it will give you the garbage back. Gigo, garbage in, garbage out. Okay. So now that you understood, right, Gen AI is a pre-trained model. We don't have to train the model. We don't have to train and evaluate the model and fine-tune the model, increase the accuracy. That headache is not there. Here, everything is pre-trained. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, yes, Deepti, you are correct, right? Here also we are doing fine-tuning. That's a, it's not like, how we do it in the machine learning. It's slightly different here. Okay. Here also we are doing fine tuning, but we are not training the model here. We don't have to have that headache. We are not doing the feature selection, feature engineering. We don't have to do it. Okay. So generative AI is something like, is generating the new content. Okay. Unlike making a prediction based on the input and output data which we use to train the model, right? Here we are not predicting. Here, we are, with the help of Genie, we are generating the new content. And why it is required? Because it's faster, creative, and massively scalable, and it's practically everywhere, right? So where it is used, if you ask me, from hospitals to Hollywood, everywhere the Genie started using it. Got it? Yeah. What are the Genie tools? Now we will see what are the top generative AI tools, top Gen AI tools, right? Like ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is multimodal LLM. I just write it here. ChatGPT is a multimodal LLM. What do you mean by multimodal, guys? Anybody has any idea? Text, image, not only process the text, image also it understand. Image understanding also possible. And conversation plugins also possible. Conversation plugins. And now plugins. Now you can use agents. You can create agents. Agentic AI. How many of you heard about? That's the talk of the town as part of generative AI. Agentic AI also now we can create it. right? If you ask, let's say you want, if you ask ChatGPT, write a story, write a story about something in Hindi, right? It can write a story, right? And like ChatGPT Gemini. So Gemini, Google Gemini. I'll just write it, Google Gemini. Okay, and Gemini Advanced is there. This is also very important, guys. Simply, say, don't say, I know Google Gemini. You need to know beyond that there is something else called Advanced, and Gemini 2.5 is also used now. Okay, and then Microsoft Copilot. Okay, this you can integrate it into your Microsoft 365 apps like Word and Excel. You can integrate this in Microsoft Copilot. Copilot.microsoft.com. You can go and see. And Cloudy is also gaining a lot of popularity. Cloudy. This is the one is by the Anthropic. There is a company called Anthropic. They are the one developed the Cloudy. Okay. And next one is Jasper AI. It is focused on marketing content like blogs, writing a blog or ad copy, social media post, right? In that case of situation, you can use Jasper API. Another one is Midjourney, like I said, right? Early Midjourney and DALL-E and Adobe Firefly. Adobe Firefly. Okay, this is basically image generation from text prompts. So these are the tools, right? ChatGPT is a multimodal LLM. Even the Gemini and Cloudy and all, right? Multimodal. So text, image, even video, audio, everything, right? You can do it there. You can also generate videos, okay? And apart from this, Runway ML. Runway ML is also very interesting one. If time permits, you do Googling, Runway ML, you can generate videos and you can editing using your prompts. Okay, Runway ML. There is something called runwayml.com. Okay, I just write it here. Runway ML. Or there is something else called Pika Labs. And BO, something like that. Okay. Yeah. Using which you can generate the videos and you can edit it. You can do editing using prompts. Okay. And 11 labs, like Runway ML, we have something called 11 labs. Like I said, Suno is for audio generation. 11 labs is for, the voice and audio generation for that. And then Notion AI, there is something else called Notion AI. This is for document summarization, idea generation, summarization. Idea generation, Notion AI, Perplexity AI, right? Perplexity, Srinivas Arvind, right? He was the one, Deborah. So using which you can do chat and you can retrieve the data and you can reference some sources, right? Good for research. Which one? Perplexity AI. So what we have seen so far is not a sci-fi, right? It's not a sci-fi. These are the tools, real tools being used right now. You might be using ChatGPT more frequently. ChatGPT is like our Swiss Army knife, right? You can talk to it, you can show images. Like, I have shown the images and then I asked him what's there in this. It was able to tell and it was able to reason it out and then it can give the correct answer. It's not like, generating some random text, right? It literally interpreted these images. What is there in the images? Where the problem? Which portion of the lung has problem? It pinpointed everything, and then it related it on. It also tells sometimes, viral bacterial lung infection. It tells us very clearly what could be the problem, where the problem, and what could be the problem. Also, it tells us. Tools like Midjourney, Firefly, Runway, it gives us the images, designs, and videos from just a line of text. All you need just type it. It gives us the audio, video, images, everything is possible, right? Okay, very good question. So who asked this one? Ramya asked this question. It's $1 million question, right? Everyone's whispering about this one. Will AI or generative AI take away our jobs? Yes, it took most of the employees' job, right? Let's be honest, guys. This question is not science fiction anymore. It's real, right? And it's already happening in some industries. But don't panic, right? Let's separate the fear from the facts, okay? Um, yeah, because right, many people they are losing job. Why? Can someone tell me why people are losing the job because of Gen AI? It is automating tasks, certain tasks that were once done by humans. See, in the case of customer service, chatbots now handle 70 to 80% routine queries faster and cheaper. Simple guys, let's say, we are part of customer service in Amazon. Customer says, right, hey, I received a defective product. Kindly please send the replacement. Or, please pick up the defective product. And, or, while you delivered the product got damaged. Damaged product. Give me a replacement. Product, I'm not interested in this product. I thought, the product will work in different way, but it is far from the way how I thought. Please refund the money. Likewise, thousands and thousands of emails are sent by the customer on a daily basis. Okay. Even the chat, right? The chat bots, right? They are sending it. So to handle all these, understanding each and every email, the intention of each and every email, do you guys think it's practically possible if you put 1,000 staffs or, at least, 100 staffs, 200? If you put, let's say 100 staffs, what will happen? Each staff has to understand at least 10 emails per day and then respond back to the 10 emails promptly, right? Or let's forget about if you put only 10 employees, what will happen? 10 staffs. But per day you receive 10,000 emails. Each guy has to read 1,000 emails. Is it possible? Not possible, right? It takes longer time. So in this case, obviously you need to put more number of staffs. Let's say I'm going to put 100 staffs, and each staff has to read 10,000 emails, right? How many? Each staff has to read 1,000. Yeah, in this case, not 1,000, 100, right? Each staff has to read 100 emails, 100 emails, and then respond back to 100. Do you think even with this 100 staffs, we can accomplish this one? It's not possible, right? So now chatbots can handle 70 to 80% routine queries faster and cheaper. So any email comes, you can push it to the LLM. LLM, what it does, it can understand the intent of each email in a pretty fast manner, and then with a higher accuracy, because the LLM models got trained with billions of text, image, audio data in the internet. It can understand a pretty fast manner. It's a very, very powerful large language models. So it can understand each and every email's intent. This email is related to hey. So it can classify like this, right? This email is related to replacement. This email is to refund. This is related to defective product, and this is related to the delivery person's rude behavior, everything, it can classify it in a matter of, a few minutes or so. It saves a lot of time. It is faster and cheaper. Otherwise, you need to hire thousands of employees. Practically, it is not possible, right? In the marketing, AI tools write copy, advertisement copy, blogs, and even design banners in a matter of minutes or seconds, right? And again, when it comes to data entry or document processing, AI agents can scan and extract and summarize thousands of pages instantly. Okay. So, and also, guys, the good news is with GenAI, new roles are already booming. New rules are, yeah, instead of saying that, right, the generative AI has taken away many staff's job, we can say this way, right? With GenAI, new jobs are coming up. New job or roles are already booming. So what are they? Prompt engineers, guys. Prompt engineers are, very hard to get kind of skill set engineers. Right. So what do you mean by prompt engineering? People who know how to talk to GenAI effectively. Okay. Who can talk to the GenAI effectively. Let's say you are very good in Tamil language or Malayalam language, but your customer is an American. What is the point in saying that you are very good in Kannada, Tamil or Kannada or Malayalam, right? End of the day, you need to communicate very clear to the American so that you should be able to understand very clearly what you are talking. Similarly, prompt engineers, right? They are supposed to be good at how to talk to GenAI effectively. They need to refine the prompts iteratively in order to get the desired output from the LLM. Okay. So prompt engineering job is very hot skill set. And again, AI trainers also in high demand who can fine tune and teach the models. And then ethical AI auditors who can ensure AI is not biased or unfair, right? And then next one is AI integration engineers and so on. Okay. So these are the new jobs are, boomed now. Okay. So the biggest shift is not job loss. It's a skill loss, right? If you don't adapt it. Okay. The future belongs to people who know how to work with AI, not compete against it, right? You don't have to build an AI model. That headache is gone. You just need to know how to use one, effectively. Existing the Chat GPT or Cloudy or Anthropic or Grok, all these things, how you can use it effectively. You don't have to train these models from the scratch. It takes a lot of time. It requires, huge cost. Already, someone developed the large language model like GPT, Chat GPT is developed by OpenAI. All you need is just, go and create an API key. And then what you do, right? You can pass your data to the GenAI, and then you can get answers from your Chat GPT using the API key which you bought it from OpenAI. Okay. So the data analyst who uses AI tools to automate dashboards will get promoted faster, right? Right. So that's how, right? You guys need to be street smart. Still, I could see, there are some companies, they don't even know what is Chat GPT, all the things, right? Still, there are, even my friend is running a business, he recently became, I got a new acquaintance, okay? He is, every month he's getting 4 crore profitability. He is having a small office but he doesn't know how to use Chat GPT. After, he called me for presentation and I went and gave a small demo and everyone asked, hey, great man. Okay, so we can also leverage ChatGPT. So which jobs are affected? The routine jobs, data entry, data transcription, and the call center support, their jobs are at risky. Analytical jobs, right? Moderate risk is there, right? Data analyst and also will have some impact, okay? And creative jobs. designers, writers, video editors, their job is also bit their job is at stake. Okay. And strategic jobs like the human job, low risk. For example, if you're a leader and teacher, counselor, doctor, now it cannot replace a doctor, correct? So now, how do we stay relevant? That is the next question. So now, all you need to just learn how to collaborate with AI. Okay, treat it as your co-pilot, not your competitor. Okay, don't think it's going to take away my job. Don't think that way. It's going to be a co-pilot. That it's a big become a developer's friend, right? Gone are the days you need to write lines and lines of code. You need to understand the requirement specification document and then design specification. You need to prepare it manually. Now you put it everything in the cloudy or these tools, right? It generates the design document, design specification document. We're all set. That's all. And again, how to walk through this design specification document? Please give me the transcript. Fat, it gives you. Okay. It saves a lot of time, man, right? And it's a developer friendly, designer friendly. Okay. And again, you need to develop skills around this newly generated or the yeah the right. So the new job or roles which are already booming around Gen A, if you develop your skill set around this, you're all set. How to fine tuning is also the biggest challenge. Okay. Rarely we do it, but even fine tuning the large language model also, cost wise, right, it's prohibitively very high. Okay, guys, it's 11 o'clock already. I will share the recorded video for those of you missed out and those of you recommended your friends, right? To tell them video will be uploaded and then we will share the link sometime tomorrow or later tonight and then let them, watch the video. And tomorrow we will, dive into some interesting, real world use cases and case studies. Okay. Don't miss out tomorrow's session. And followed by tomorrow's session, we will continue on Saturday, Sunday, every weekend. Okay. Any questions so far? Yeah, I answered, Ramya, your question already. Yeah, the same answer now. Yes, it's not going to take away everyone's job. Like I said, those of them are doing the mundane routine job. Their job is at stake. Anytime they will be replaced. And again, the accuracy is also very good. I will throw some real-time case studies tomorrow. With that, you will be able to understand, very clearly what is the impact of using the large language models, even in our day-to-day life, in our business. Yeah, it gives us superpowers. Yes, aptly said, right? Ramya, you are correct. So the generative AI gives us superpowers. Okay, Gen AI, it improves our content, right? Thousands of tasks done in seconds, right? 1,000 people, 1,000 staffs, whatever they could do, right? That one is done by a single chat GPT or Cloudy or Gemini. It saves a lot of time and again with higher accuracy, even the way how human can't think out, right? It goes beyond the human imagination. It makes analysis and it gives us the nice and compelling reports. But as you can see in the case of ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT, you take any LLM models, you can see at the bottom, right? ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important information. That's a disclaimer. You can find it in almost all the LLM related commercial thing. Tomorrow we'll discuss about what exactly LLM is all about. What are the different types of LLMs and the commercial LLMs and open source LLMs, commercial LLMs, how much they are charging it, everything you should be knowing it. Okay. That we'll discuss it in tomorrow. Same time. Yes. Priya, yes, tomorrow by 10 p.m. we are going to have the same session. Okay, you just consider that as a part two. That doesn't require any agenda. We will share. Only thing is we'll share the link, the Teams link. 10 minutes or 15 minutes before the session. Okay. Okay, guys, since you don't have any questions, I'm going to wrap up the session. Now we'll share the video. Don't worry. I just 1 second. I'll just go here and stop recording. Yeah.